Are you looking to hire a real estate lead generation company to make 2022 your best year ever in real estate? If so, this is the video you're going to want to check out. I'm going to be sharing with you lead generation results from some of our clients and what you can expect as far as costs and results, and also comparisons to some of the other companies out there. Take a look. Hey everyone, Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We're glad you're here. What we're all about is helping real estate agents just like you generate more leads, close more appointments, and close more transactions. So if that's what you're after, more leads, appointments, transactions, this is the place to be. Please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here as part of our community. Before I get going in today's video, one quick note: down in the description below, you will find a link to our free 2-hour masterclass for Facebook marketing. Inside that free class, you're going to see all of the best practices and everything that we have learned after generating 60,000 plus leads online, how to generate them, turn those into appointments, and close more deals. So make sure you go check that out. 2 hours of your time well spent. As I mentioned in today's video, what we're going to be talking about is real estate lead generation results that our clients experience. Want to just do a quick breakdown, review of what we do, how that stacks up against the competition, and what the total investment would be, kind of what you can expect from that. So with that being said, let me just go ahead and share my screen and we will jump right in. So basically, if you are unfamiliar with my company, 2Q Lead Generation Strategies, we provide a done-for-you marketing service. Primarily, the tools we use on social media are Facebook and Instagram, and that is really what our focus is. So as we put together a marketing system for you, we really focus on 3 key things as you see on this slide. The first one is focusing on lead generation. We want to make sure we have a constant flow of new leads and new opportunities coming in. We want to fill up your pipeline with as many leads as possible. And we know if we have proper follow-up systems and we take care of people the right way, that some of those leads are going to turn into business right away. Some will turn into business over time. It'll take a little bit of repetition and nurturing and getting them to the point where they are ready. But we just know it's a numbers game, right? We fill up the pipeline, proper follow-up systems in place, and it's just going to turn into business. As you can see, typically what we're experiencing as far as a cost per lead, it's costing us around $1 to $2 per lead for every lead that we generate. Now, to put that in perspective, a lot of the other lead generation companies out there, the Zillows, the Realtor.coms, a lot of the big companies out there, if you do the math of how many leads you're receiving in comparison to the cost that you're spending, normally those leads are upwards of $100 or more per lead. Sometimes the leads are exclusive, sometimes they're not, but they're very expensive leads. And so one of the reasons people love this process is for what they would spend for 1 or 2 leads with some of those other opportunities out there. You can get leads in volume. So a lot of my clients, let's just say you're spending a budget of $500 per month. What that would typically get you, just depending on how the ads are performing, is that would get you around 150 to 250 leads per month, which over the course of a year, you can see the numbers there. In the second column, the next thing that we focus on is lead conversion. So we have a text message based system that we use that's automated, and the whole purpose of the automation is just to get people to respond. Once one of those leads responds, the automation shuts off. We have live sales agents who jump into that text message, and they're going to try to qualify the lead and set a phone appointment. So as you see, a pretty typical response rate is around 5 to 10% of the leads. So if we were funneling 200 leads in, which is pretty normal, in a month, then you would get around 10 to 20 responses, just depending on response rate, which over the course of a year, that's 120 to 240 people who are responding with meaningful information, what areas they're looking at, price ranges, time frames. All that information, you have access to all of it, and again, that's part of what we do to assist so that you don't have to spend all your time and effort trying to figure out who's serious and who's not. We do a lot of that heavy lifting for you. The third thing that we focus on is sphere of influence marketing. Most agents, the bulk of their business comes from their relationships, people that they know, their past clients, referrals from people that they know. And yet they don't really do anything focused as far as marketing is concerned. So let's say you had a database, as you see here, of 500 people. If we make the assumption that 1 out of every 30 people is going to be moving in the next 12 months, which is probably pretty low. Very conservative number is what I mean. And so if 1 out of every 30 people are moving with a database of 500 people, that means realistically there's going to be 16 to 17 transactions that are going to occur among that group of people in the next 12 months if we're focused on staying in touch. So with all of that being said, what it boils down to, as far as cost goes, everyone always says, well, Kevin, how expensive are you? So we just charge a flat fee. It's $1,500 a month, and that's for us to do everything. The only part that is not included in the $1,500 a month is whatever your advertising budget is. And I keep that part separate just so that you can scale to whatever level you want to scale. Some of my clients are individual agents and they keep enough of an ad budget just to keep themselves busy. Some of my clients are teams. They want to provide leads for the whole team. And so they typically spend a little bit more money to accomplish that. So in the example, I'm going to use a budget of $2,000 a month, which is $1,500 flat fee for our services plus a $500 advertising budget. So if you were to do that, $2,000 a month for the course of a year, $24,000, what would that look like? What's included and what kind of results could you expect? Well, what's included is exactly here. So number one, when you hire me, you're hiring an experienced real estate marketer. Been in this industry for a very long time. I've been a licensed agent. I understand how the industry works. And part of the reason why I specialize and work with people in the real estate industry is because I know it and know it well. Like if you were to go hire somebody who just focuses on Facebook ads, they may not know a thing about real estate, and frankly, that's not going to help you a whole lot. As you see, the next bullet point, weekly meetings. I meet with my clients once a week, mostly because I want them to know the results of what we've done and then also plan out and customize our next steps. So everything that we do, it's customized to you, and we can really make this whatever you want through those weekly meetings, just talking about, branding and strategy and how you want everything to go. We create the ads and we do all the right targeting. So part of the strategy is having the right ads and the right message, and part of it is having the right targeting. So with our experience, again, we do all of that for you. If you need us to, we can build and set up and optimize your Facebook page to make sure that when people come, they're going to like what they see and it's going to make the right impression. Also, we constantly are testing new ideas, so we can give you marketing templates and new ideas based on things that we see that are performing really well. Again, part of what you're investing in is a text message follow-up system to help take the leads and turn those into appointments. We have live sales agents, real people who jump into that and monitor that so that as the leads are responding, they will manage that conversation, try to qualify the lead and set an appointment. Yes, it is a real live salesperson. This is what they're trained to do, is to take online leads, have a conversation, qualify it, and set an appointment. We help you build up an audience of people. And it's not just an audience of random people, it's an audience of people that we know are interested in you and interested in real estate because of the actions that we're taking. So we put together tracking systems to monitor those people. And part of what we're doing over time, in addition to just generating leads, is we're building up this audience of people that are interested in you. And we just want to repetitively market to them, which is why we set up retargeted ads. We set up ads that just keep following these people over and over and over again to build up your name, your credibility, and let them see that you're the go-to person in the community. And then we include your sphere of influence into those ads. So those ads that we're running, part of the targeting we use for that is your contact list so that you stay front and center with the people who mean the most to you. And that way they're never going to forget about you because they're going to see you week in, week out, week in, week out. So what all of that means is if you were to do that, if you were to do a $2,000 budget per month, do that for a year, again, the investment would be $24,000 over the course of a year. So to kind of put that in perspective, here's what you would get. Again, depending on how the ads perform, it would probably be somewhere in the realm between 1,800 and 3,000 leads over the course of a year. That would turn into 120 to 240 responses. And again, we've talked about a total market pool probably of about 16 to 17 transactions going on in your sphere of influence database. So ads are constantly going to be running to these people. Automated text messages are going to be going for the people who are responding. We're going to be setting appointments for you, and the marketing is professionally done for you by me and my team that, again, this is what we do and what we do well. So the question is, how many deals do you need to recoup to make $24,000 annual investment worth it? So to kind of put that in perspective, I wanted to share some results from one of my clients. So most of my clients, 80, probably 90% of my clientele are real estate agents. The other 10% are mortgage people in the mortgage industry. Again, it's still real estate. They're still connected. And frankly, it kind of works the same way. So these are actually the results of one of my mortgage clients. Been working together with him for just over 2 years now. And before he and I started working together, he has a business partner that he's working with, and he and her they pretty much did the same dollar amount and same transactions almost every single year. And then he and I started working together, and that changed. So this dollar volume right here, the 12.5 million that you see right here, this is his business partner. That's about the transaction amount that he used to do. During the years that we've worked together, and him just seeing results of all the leads and the database, the contacts and people that we've built, he's now more than doubled his business in a year. And over the course of the year, he's doing more than double what she is. And he's had to bring on additional team members, and he's just experienced a ton of growth. But again, it just comes down to this principle that if we have consistent marketing that's happening, and we're taking care of people the right way, and we have great follow-up systems, and we're offering valuable things to people, that's what's going to make them want to do business with you, and that's what makes this investment worth it, right? When you decide to invest in your business like this, what ends up happening is it's not just about generating leads. You can go and do that anywhere. But what we really bring to the table makes it different is we want to provide a full marketing system to where we're not only generating leads, but we've got great follow-up systems to take the leads and turn it into conversations, turn it into opportunities for you, and to market to your sphere of influence, your past clients, the people that know, like, and trust you the most, because that's where a lot of your business is going to come from. And so by having this full marketing system, for less than the cost of what it would cost you to hire an individual member for your team, right? If you were to hire somebody full-time for your team, good chance they have no idea what marketing is, how to do that. Good chance they have very little experience in real estate, if any. They probably have no idea how to follow up with online leads and turn them into appointments. You could go to some of those other lead generation companies, and what you're going to get is a lead. They're not going to market to your past clients, to your sphere of influence. Some of them offer some kind of follow-up system, some don't, but they're just usually super expensive. And so that's what makes this such a fantastic investment, is for just a very minimal expense, you're not only getting a professional team of marketers doing this for you, but leads are coming in, they're being followed up, appointments are being set, marketing to your past clients and sphere of influence. And so if you were to have 120 to 240 responses, kind of like we talked about, how many of those could you turn into business, and how many would it take to make that investment worthwhile, right? And that's just kind of a bare minimum. I mean, I've shown you kind of on the extreme end, people who have more than doubled their business just simply because they got really focused and really concentrated on what they were doing. So with that, that is kind of what you can expect about our real estate lead generation results, the marketing that we do. Again, our focus is about building a sales pipeline, having an entire marketing system that's just constantly spitting out new business for you. So hopefully that was helpful. If you've really, if you're really wanting to grow your business in 2022, we would love to have a conversation with you. Down in the description below, you can find out more about our done-for-you marketing services. You can schedule an appointment to speak to us. And I do speak to everybody before we bring on a new client, just because I want to make sure it's a mutual fit. And there is exclusivity here. I limit how many people I take on in each market, just because I don't want to compete against myself to produce results for my clientele. So make sure, if you're interested, you can go down in the description below and you can see that, and you can schedule an appointment. So that's it for today's video. Make sure you, if you found value out of this, take a split second, click that thumbs up button down below. We appreciate your support. Also, consider subscribing to our channel. We put out new videos like this all the time, and you can subscribe, click the bell notification, get alerted every time we put out new content. Also, I'll put up a couple videos right here that you can watch to continue growing your business. And as always, if we can help you grow your business, let's have a conversation. We'd love to do that. So that's everything for today's video. Make it a great week. Keep crushing it in your real estate business, As always, if we can help, let us know. Otherwise, we will see you on the next video. Take care.